اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم وبارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. Right, how are you guys doing? So, how's your midterm? Okay, how's your midterm? So you got 12 hours last time. So 3 questions, 12 hours. So one question you got approximately 4 hours, okay, to complete. So hopefully you did well. All right. So hopefully you already got some glance on what to expect in your final. All right, inshallah, which is not very far from now. All right. So if I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure if you already got the schedule yet, but from my side, I think I already got. So if I'm not mistaken, it's on 8th of yeah, 8th of August. Oh, it's on Sunday. Yeah. Did you get any news on the? Oh yeah, yes, 8th August. Okay. All right. So it's another 2 more weeks. So I think. Do you have you know what you call it before exam study week? Do you have study week in this semester? Anyone? So if you don't have if you have the study week, meaning that the first week in the August, first week of August, you will have study week, and then you only have 2 more weeks, right? So approximately 3 to 4 classes more, right? Okay, so no worries. Okay, let's continue with our class, inshallah. So I think in the last 2 classes, we already touched on CNC, all right? CNC, which is, more specifically, we focus on the part programming of the CNC, all right? Okay, so I think we already have finished the first slide. So we, inshallah, today we'll just focus on the exercises, all right? Inshallah, maybe it won't take too long, okay, for this class, right? So let's do it together, inshallah. Okay, so let's say you have this type of questions, which is for milling, all right? So you are given the milling path, the path that the tool need to follow to do the milling process. Okay. All right. So, okay, from I let you to digest this figure first. Okay. So in first glance, so how many points? So first we have the datum here, right? Initial point, and then you need to go to A. Okay. For this question, you already have the you already have been given the path, right? So where to go. So you already have this arrow. Okay, so this arrow looks like it's in clockwise position. Okay, clockwise. All right. Otherwise, if you don't have this arrow, you can choose to start clockwise or counterclockwise. Okay, either from this direction or to the right. Okay. Okay, so you can see that, okay, this one is 6, 10. So we assume this one is in metric, in millimeter, right? Okay, so, okay, let's start. So how do we start this? So let's open the notepad. Okay. All right. Okay. How do we start? Anyone? So today we'll focus on examples only. Okay. Admit. Okay. Examples. Right. So how do you start? Still remember? Oh, no one. Okay. No response. Huh? No response. Okay. So as in last class, so we start with starting with the datum, right? So how to start? How to set the datum? Still remember? Anyone? Okay. So if you go to this one, I already said about the datum here. Okay. Here, right? So how to set the datum? So you can choose from G54 to G59. All right. So for example, as your datum, okay. Not as your datum, as the G code for your to store the datum value. Okay. So let's say here, let's start with maybe program 1, for example, right? So you start the datum. So maybe you want to choose G56, for example, right? So what is the datum? All right. Again, here you you don't have the depth. Okay. So as for this, if you you have not given the depth, you can assume, right? So maybe this one you assume the depth maybe 10 mm, right? Okay. This one, I think someone is joining. Okay, no Sabrina. Right. So start with the datum. So X, I think minus 2. Okay. So at Y minus 1. Okay. And then maybe you want to put Z as well. All right. So someone joining. Okay. Z. What do you want to put Z? Right. So you can put some safety place position. Okay. So maybe Z10, for example. All right. Okay. And then you start with your first code. All right. So to start as okay. So you start with N 001, for example. Right. So you can start from which number you like. All right. So maybe N005 and N010 and so on. Right. Okay. So where do you want to start? What do you want to do? Any suggestion? Oh, let's call a name. Okay. Firdaus Muhammad Noor. Are you there? Firdaus Muhammad Noor. Oh, looks like still having their breakfast, huh? Okay. Anyone is already here? Oh, no one. How about Aiman? Aiman, are you there? So how do we start our code? Aiman is not here. Okay. So who is more responsive? Aiman Chong. Yes, sir. Okay. All right. So is that said we start with X0, Y0, Z10. Okay. Let's see. So X0, S0, Y0, Z10. So this one you want to move, huh? So you want to move with which code? Okay, if you want to move to a destination, you need to specify a move code, all right, or in other words, G code, right? So you can move either with G00 or G01, right? So up to you. Okay. Right. So if you choose G00, you don't need to specify the feed rate. So if you choose G01, you need to specify the F, right? So this one we just give our own, right? Just assume, for example, okay, like this, okay, right? So X0, Y0, Z10 is here, somewhere here, but in the upper side of the workpiece, okay. So, but my suggestion, before that, you should always start with specifying the method that you want to use. So, right. So always start with, do you want to use the absolute or incremental, right? So if you want to use the easier option, which is absolute, so you go for G90, right? So if you are you are told to use incremental, so use G91, okay, if not mistaken. So you can go back to our previous slide here. You can see the G code. So yes, G90, G91, all right, G90, G91. So let's say we opt for easy option, which is G90, which is incremental. All right, so G90, and then the second one, the second most important one is to specify also the whether you want to use the metric or the inches. Okay, so if you want to do the metric, I think G20 or G21. All right, G21. Okay, here. All right, so G20 for inches. So if you want to use metric, it is G21, right? Or of course, other machine will use G71, all right, G70 or G71, all right? So let's specify that one, G21, which is metric. So here, and then next, what do you want to do? Okay, so you already at your initial position. So maybe I think before you go to your first your first point here, I think you need to at least start your machine, okay. Start your spindle, right? So still remember how to start your spindle? Okay. Right, so it is G03, right? G03. G03.
M03.
M03, yeah, M03. Okay. All right. Not enough sleep. Watch the Chelsea game. All right. M03. All right. M03 for the start of spindle, right? Start of spindle. So if you invoke this M03, you need to specify also the speed, right? So maybe speed also will be given. So just this one you just assume, right? Okay, here. And then what do you want to do? I think instead of you going directly here, I think better you go the tool bit to the depth, all right? Go down first, right? Unless if you go here first and then you go down, right? It's not very safe, right? So you go down first and then you go to the first point, right? So let's say and 002. This one we can go fast because it is clear, right? So x minus 2, y minus 1, z of 0, you go to the depth, right? Because this one we assume depth is 10. Okay. Okay. If you go down and then, okay, next, what do you want to do? You already at this position, but to the depth of the workpiece, right? Next, do you want to go to A directly? Okay. How to go to A directly? Which command do you want to use? Anyone? So, Intias, are you there?
Yes.
Yeah. How to go to point A?
Sorry, I couldn't follow the last class. I was having a
Okay. All right. All right. So, anyone else? Anyone else? Muhammad Azhar. Muhammad Azhar. Okay. So, all right. Let's say you go with G01, right? I think you need to go slowly. All right. Do G01, X0, Y0. Right. So if you want to specify Z, it's also okay, but Z is the same, so you need to specify, right? Okay. Because you specify G01, so you need to specify the F. Okay. F, let's say 50, for example. Okay. Right. Okay. All right. So in the last class, I already talked about the compensation. All right. So I think instead of you going like this G01, which you go exactly at that point, so you need to have some some compensation, right? So let's say the tool is 5 millimeter wide. All right. So you need to, instead of G01, you go to, okay. There are two compensation. All right. So either you compensate to the left or to the right. So in this case, where do you want to compensate? You want to compensate to the left or to the right? Because the thing is, we want to choose this path, right? Clockwise. Okay, clockwise, meaning that you want to go up directly. All right. Which compensation do you want to choose?
left, sir.
Left. Okay, good. So left meaning that you need to choose G41, correct? G41. So G41 kata compensation left. So G42 to the right. So we choose 41, right? And then if you have this, you need to specify the D, right? So D is, for example, 5. Okay. So this one will compensate to the left hand side of the workpiece, right? So this one you need to make sure to choose correctly. So because if you choose to the right, you will eat some of the workpiece. Okay. And then where do you want to go? Okay, this one at the point A. So then you can actually comment this. Go to point A. Okay. This one absolute metric. Okay, start spindle. Right. So make sure if you have CNC questions afterwards. Okay, so you need to specify. You need to give some comments so that it's easier to mark, and I understand what you want to do. Okay. All right. So go to point A, and then next one, go to point B. What is point B? 0, 4. Right, 0, 4. So so you go by G01, X0, right? So you don't need to specify X, but I just put it anyway. Y4, right? And then because G01, you need to specify F, right? So this one, again, you already have in the first one, don't need to specify. Okay. All right. So how about the next one? Point C. Point C. All right. So what is point C? 2, 6. All right. 2, 6. So G2, Y6, right? Okay. But now you have the circular interpolation, all right, instead of linear. So circular interpolation, you can use the method IJ, or you can use method of R, right? So method of R is easier, much easier than IJ, right? So up to you which one do you want to use, right? So let's say before that you need to choose you want to do the circular interpolation to the clockwise or counterclockwise again. So CNC is just a matter of choose the best method. Okay, so let's say you want to do G, this one is clockwise, right? Clockwise here, right? G02, right? Clockwise, right? Okay, clockwise. G02, right? And R2, right? 2, and then you need to specify the next destination that you want to go, right? In our case is point C. All right, so this one is point B. So this one is point C. Okay. All right. The one if you want to use R, right? What if you want to use the method of IJ, right? So you need to specify IJ. So I is the distance of X, right? So of the center of the circle and your point, all right? Your first point. So let's say our point here is 0, 4. This one is 2, 4. So I is 2 minus 0, right? Which is 2. And then J is 4 minus 4, right? Which is 0. Like that, okay? Okay, so you can choose either this or simply R. Okay, see? Yeah, so and then you go to point D and 006 and 006 point D 8, 6, X8, Y6. All right, so this one is linear interpolation. So G01, okay, this one is easy. Right, and then and 007. Again, this one is R. Okay, circular interpolation. So this one go to point E. What is our point E? X9, Y 2.268, right? And then again, here you have the clockwise circular motion, all right? So it is G02, all right? G02, and then you need to specify the R, which is 2 as well. All right, 2. Okay, 2. And then okay. Or if you want to use ij, right? So if ij I8 minus 8 is 0, j is 4 minus 6 minus 2, right? Okay, like that. Okay, this one is point E. So this one is point D. Okay, and then next one, 08. Okay, so go back to point A. Again, this one is linear one. So this one is easy. G01 00, right? Y0. Okay. Right. So and then you go back to your initial position. Okay. 09. 1, 2, minus 2. Minus 2. Then you this one is go to safety. Right. So maybe you want to go to this one as well. So Z10. All right. And then as always, you can cancel the offset directly at the final one. Okay. So how to cancel the offset? Right. That one is easy. G40. All right. And then finish. So I think M03, M05, right? M05, M30, right? Right, the end. Okay, so this one is your solution for this, right? Easy or too easy? Okay, very easy, yeah. So I think you already have this one. All right. Okay, this is the of course this one is not full, right? So you can compare this one with what I've done here, right? Wife, okay. Why this one is different? Same, okay, same. Okay, all right. Any question for this one? For this problem? Okay, easy, yeah. Right, so we go to the next one. All right, so say this one is program 2, okay. Again, so this one, maybe this one is G55, so this one G56, right? So let's see, that is here. Okay. All right, so how many students do we have? 22. Okay. All right. So before we go to this one, I think I need to before I forget. Okay. So I think we need to plan for our next quiz this week. All right. So can we plan for this Wednesday? Any suggestion? Before I forgot, so I need to ask you this one. So quiz this Wednesday, like before. So maybe we take some time in the evening or in the afternoon, up to you. So we discuss now. We have a lot of submission. Oh no, next week better. Okay. The thing is, we still need 2 more quizzes because we only have 2 quizzes right now, right? So you need another 2. So better this week and next week. So This week one, next week one. So this one is this quiz, inshallah, only cover CNC, right, which is very easy, or maybe some combination CNC with some pneumatics or PLC, right? But just a simple ones, okay. And then I can give you ample time like before, so maybe 5 hours, okay. Is it okay? Right? Looks like you have you are having bad time with this submission, because it's already end of semester, right? So I need your suggestion. Can we do this week?
What are we talking about? I'm sorry.
Sorry, I cannot hear you very well. Who's asking just now? Okay, so Muhammad Azhar proposed to do it on Friday, right? So Friday, everyone is okay. So Friday maybe we do from 9 to 12. 9 to Friday prayer. Evening. Oh, evening maybe 2 to what? 6. IDP presentation, right? Oh, common Imtiaz. We are discussing about quiz 3. When do you want to do it? Right. So maybe I think I just give you another one, because you still need 2 more quizzes, right? Right. So Hussein said, I agree, evening is better, 5 to 11. All right. So I'm okay. So let's agree on this. So 5 to 11 on Friday. Okay. IA quiz 3. IA quiz 3. Friday. Okay, 5 to 11 PM. Right. No worries. Okay, the one just discussion about our quiz, right? So, but will be very simple, very simple one. Okay. CNC as well as previous ones. Okay. All right. So don't worry, you have ample time. I think 6 hours or something. Okay. Right. So let's do this one very quickly. Okay. So you can see this one also, you are given the arrow, right? So meaning that you need to follow the path. Okay. Otherwise, if this one is not given, you can go from A, I, H, and so on. All right. All right. So, okay, let's start this one. So we already specified the datum, right? So, looking to this, we can actually, borrow this one. Okay. Or better, since I think this one, maybe after this, you want to move your Z first, up to you, right? So instead of this one, right? So maybe you want to move your Z first. So if you already have this one, you don't need to specify the G00 or G01. All right. If you want to specify, also can. So G00. Let's assume the depth is 10. So minus 10. 10, right? Minus 10, right? And then when it's down, then we start the spindle, right? Otherwise, for this, you start the spindle first, and then you go down. Okay, this one we go in reverse. So just to show that it's okay to do both. Okay, both are permissible. Okay, like this. So one. Okay. then and 003. Okay, go to A, right? Go to A. What is A? So because we want to, this was similar to before, right? Similar to before. So we go to left compensation, which is G41, G41, and then go to the first one, G0, X0, Y0, right? So Z, we already go down here. No need to go down again. So specify the F, also not given, okay? So we just assume, right? So N04, we go to B. So B, what is B? Yeah. So can someone tell me what is B? Anyone? What is the coordinate of B? Huh. Anyone? Two. How do you know two? Right. So here is 3. Okay. Is it 2? Oh.
Yes, sir. 2, sir.
Why? Why 2?
Because I think the radius for the VNC 1.
Yep. So 1, but you
So minus with 3. 1 minus 3, we got 2 from A to B.
Okay. This one 2, huh? So okay. So you can, if you can see here, it's not exactly 2, right? So it is 2 point something, all right? Because if it is 2, here, if 3 is here, like this, right? And this one is 1, right? So the thing is, this one, wait, let's go first. Sorry, yeah. Right. The thing is, your point now is here, right? And your one is here. Okay, this is 1, right? And this is not similar to here. Okay, so if you bring this one to the same line as this one, it will be somewhere here, right? So this one is 1. Okay, so for this type of question, you need to use your what you call it, your calculation for circle. All right. Okay, what's the calculation for circle? Here. So let's say you want to find this one, right? Here. This one. All right. So how to do that?
Pi r.
Sorry?
Is it pi r? Pi multiplied by r.
Okay. Pi r, then?
So only this half part, right?
Yeah.
The whole is 2 pi r, right? So the half should be pi r.
Here, right? This
yeah.
one.
Yeah, this one.
Okay. The thing is, we don't want to find the circumference, right? Do you want to find this?
Okay.
How to find B? This is it's interesting, huh? Wait, wait to find my. Huh? And any suggestion?
So it's just the diameter, right?
Have you taken your breakfast? I have to take some Snickers for my breakfast. Okay.
Same, sir.
Right. Now, can you calculate first? Okay. Yep. Anyone? So like this, you can see this one, right? How to get that one? Y 2.134.
Sir, using Pythagoras theorem.
Okay, Pythagoras. How?
First, because the radius is 1, so the hypotenuse is 1. So because given is 0.5 is assuming that what you call it, the opposite side is 0.5. So use 1 squared minus 0.5 squared. Then we square root the answer.
Okay.
Then because the distance is 3, so 3 minus the answer that we get just now.
All right. So do you get this one?
Yes, I get it. Yeah, I get it.
All right. Nice. Okay. So you can use your Pythagorean, right? Pythagorean. Thank you. Thank you. So G01, Y2, this one. Okay. Nice. One is B. All right. Thank you. So next, where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? So this one, I think you can go directly to D, right? Instead of going to C, right? Because this one is one circle, all right? So this one, okay, so this one is clockwise or counterclockwise? Go like this is counterclockwise, right? Counterclockwise. Okay, counterclockwise. So let's say R is G03, right? So G03, R is 1. Okay. Next one is what? What is D? Can you calculate the D? Okay. So is X0. Okay. Can you calculate the D? So this one is 2.134. Okay. G minus 2.134. What? This one. So this one, you just add with 3, right? 3.866. Is it correct? 3.866. Okay. Let's see this one. or not correct. Huh? So this one is, yeah, correct. Okay. So this one instead of this, it actually go to C first, if I'm mistaken. Huh? Go to C first. Right. So you can go to C first, right, before going to D. Right. So 5 D03 R1. Right. What is the point of C? This one again, you need to use the calculation for the circle, right? So, okay, this one is here. Okay, 053, right? 053. So it's here, right? And 3. Okay, so you go to here first, and then you go to D. This one is point C, point D. Okay, right. So and next, go to E. Okay, what E? This one is easy. Yeah. So this one is linear interpolation. So G01. What is E? Again? Oh, we need to do lots of calculation here. Okay. I think that's minus 0.5, right? Okay. Yeah. So 5.5. So x0. Okay. x0. Y 5.5. Right? Okay. So this one is point E. E and 0.7. Okay, this one circular interpolation. So this one you go to clockwise, right? So clockwise is G02, right? Where is F? Where is the coordinate of F, please? X 0.5, right? 0.5, Y 6. Okay. So if I'm not correct, you just correct myself, right? Okay. So this one is point F, Y 6. Okay. Right. And then next 0.08 linear interpolation. G. Go to G. G is minus this one, right? So 6 minus 1.5. Okay. G01 X minus 1.5, 4.5. Okay. Y6, same, right? And then G009, go to H, right? What is the coordinate of H? I think X6, right? X6, and Y is 6 minus 1.5, right? So Y 4.5. So this one is the circular interpolation. So, and this one is clockwise, right? Clockwise. So clockwise meaning that G01 instead of G02. Okay. Clockwise. So this one you need to specify the R. You can put R here or here, doesn't matter. Huh? So R 1.5.
Sir,
Yep.
sir, G02, sir, not G01.
G02, sorry.
Because it's circle.
Right? Okay.
Circle-wise.
Yeah. So this one is you also you need to specify the R, right? I forgot to put. So this one is 0.5. Okay, G02. So this one already have R. Okay. Okay, G02. This one is point H. Okay, and then go to I. This one is easy. Interpolation, linear interpolation. So this one is 60. Okay, x6, y0. Okay, and next one is even easier. So G01, x 0. Okay, x0 and y0. Y0. Okay. So you already have, you know, at this point. So this one just the same. Okay. So maybe just go to the datum. Okay, and complete. So this one you cancel the, you know, this one, cancel the compensation. Okay, and then you shut down the motor. Okay, and program ends. Okay, so this one for the for this example, inshallah, I think it's not very difficult. Just you know, to make your life more difficult. You know, sometimes there's question like this, so you need to do some calculation using your secondary theorem Pythagoras. Okay, secondary school. All right. Okay, next. So this one you can see here. This one you can see this one use I and J instead of R. For my example here, I use R, which is significantly easier. Okay, and then let's see for this example. Okay, again, so this one is quite similar to previous ones. Just, you know, just the only difference, you need to find the coordinate. Okay, okay, here like this. So this one in real application, you will also encounter this. All right, so you need to do lots of this theorem Pythagoras, you know, 2 pi r, right, and so on. Okay, so like this one, I think all of these are the same. So you need to specify, you need to start with all of this. Okay, and then you go to here. Here, I think you will have some trouble. Okay, so the thing is, what is the coordinate of B? All right, B and A. Let's say this one is your B, this one is your B, this one is your A. All right, so like this. All right, so let's say you want to go, wait, you want to go here to here. So this one, this is the arrow, right, to the left, to the right. Okay, to the right. So you need, instead of using our left compensation here, so you need to modify to G42. Okay, G42. So of course, this one is also not, you know, we forget to put the diameter. So this one, diameter. All right, so instead of G41, this one is G42. Okay. All right, so and then go to here. And then you need to specify the R, which is 20. And then counterclockwise. Okay, counterclockwise, G03, right? Linear interpolation, simple. But the problem is the coordinate here. Okay, so as you can see here, right? So let's say you have the center here, and you have the distance from the center to to A, which is we denote as I, right? So I is 5 and 15. So you, again, theorem Pythagoras, right? Simple theorem Pythagoras. So this one is 15, this one is 5. So you get the you know, the distance between the center and to the A. All right, so from x60 Okay, all right, from x60, then you already have the distance here, 14.142. So for A, you just plus, right? Just plus. So plus meaning that it is 74 now. Okay, 74 something. And then for B, you just minus to the left, right here, just minus, which will give you something like this, x 45.8, right? So, and then you can go like normally. So you get A, and then you go to here B, right? Of course, you need to specify the R, okay, which is 15. Oh, 15 or 15, right? And then go to here, and then this one again, this one is counterclockwise, okay, and then you go to the initial position and then finish, okay, right? Easy, yeah. So this one I won't go one by one because I already give this one. So you know, here you can see that you can actually program in 4 different codes. Okay, that's the beauty of industrial automation again. So because one problem, you have multiple solutions. All right. So for example, this one, you use the method of arc center, right? In absolute coordinate. So in absolute meaning that it is G90, right? G90, all right. And then G0, okay. Yeah, G94, you don't have to worry about this because G94, if I'm not mistaken, just to specify the F, right? It's not necessary, right? So if you can see, every time G94 is invoked, you can see the F, okay? So whenever the F is invoked at the first time, so G94 normally will be used, right? Otherwise, it's not very important because you can directly put G1 and the feed rate directly. Okay. So this one using arc center, which is IJ. Yes, IJ. So here I and J, here also I and J, and so on. Right. So instead of using arc center, you use arc radius. So this one is significantly easier. So you give the you give the destination coordinate and then the radius directly, which is, you don't have to do any calculation, right? Because of course R will be given, right? Okay. And you also have this arc center using incremental. Okay. So you here use both G90 and G91, right? So you can see how it goes. Okay, so every time you want to change the method, you can invoke that one. So for example, this one, you use the absolute, and then you use the incremental, and then again you want to do the absolute, so you can change again. Here you can specify, right? All right, and then the next one is programming the arc radius in incremental coordinate. So incremental plus R, right? So this one use R instead of IJ, right? Incremental. Okay. I think this one, and then I also give you another example here. So this one is similar, just linear and circular interpolation, but the only difficult part is how to calculate the the coordinate. That's all, right? If you are good, so you need to polish some mathematics skill, okay, to answer this type of question. All right. So I have given. So this one you have to calculate at this point and this point. Okay. All right. So this shows you how to calculate. So I give you the solution as well, so you can go through, inshallah. All right. And then, okay. So this one is all for the milling. So this one for the drilling. I think drilling is significantly easier. Okay. So this one is the datum. All right. So you have four holes, right? This one is the 0, work origin. So let's say the depth of holes is here, right? H1 and H2 is 0.5, okay? And H2 and H4 is 0.7. So you can have different depth of holes. So you need to make sure you go down with the, with the correct depth, right? Correct Z value, okay? Otherwise, it is very simple, very simple. Right, this one as well. So here, instead of linear, so you go to with the circular motion, right? Also possible, right? You will be given the radius, okay, and the depth, right, as well as this one, right? I think you already have this one, right, before, or different one. But this one is just the same, similar to what we did previous one. So this one is milling, right? So left compensation, right? Linear, circular, linear, circular to the clockwise, and then linear again, right? That's all. Right? Very simple. I think by far in our industrial automation, I think CNC is the easiest one, right? By far is the easiest one, because you will be given the G code. All the codes will be given. Just just reduce to how you want to use the code, all right, with the correct method, of course, to do the machining. Okay. So do you have any question for this? All right. Right. So again, you will be having the quiz this Friday from 5 to 11, inshallah. All right, and we'll be having the next one, inshallah, in the next week. Okay. All right. So inshallah, we'll in this Wednesday we'll go to the new topic, inshallah, on, I think, on material transport. All right, material transport and maybe layout. All right, layout directly. Okay. So we start with PLC, pneumatics, and then we have the CNC. You will have the material transport, layout, and then you will have the SCADA. Okay, that's all for this semester. Not very far ahead, right? Inshallah. So, all right, I think that's all from me today. Okay. Oh, I think we have a question here. How to decide if we want to use G41 or G42? All right. So this is the same question that we have discussed in the last class before. So let's say our program, like just now. Let's see. This one. Okay. So I think we have this one is the first one, right? Okay. So I think we did here is we use G41. All right. So at point B, all right, point B here. Where? At point A, right? Okay. G41 and G42 is the compensation for the milling. All right. So if you go to our previous class, so G41 is the cutter composition to the left, and G42 is cutter composition to the right. All right, so if you see this one, okay, if you see this one, let's say we are here, right? We are here and we want to go to the point A, which is 0, 0. Okay, we want to go here, right? But we want to compensate, all right? So let's say our problem here, we want to use this path, okay? We want to use this path. So here is your workpiece at the center here, workpiece, okay? So the thing is, we don't want to, okay, so we actually want to, you know, make sure that the tool won't cut through our workpiece. So instead of here, you go directly to this point, we will go to the center, which, you know, part of our tool here, like this, will eat some of the workpiece here. Okay, let's say we use G01, okay, G01, X0, Y0, it will be here, therefore it will, you know, cut through a little bit of our workpiece, which is undesirable to our application. So instead of that, we want to actually go here, okay, go somewhere here, so that we won't cut any of our workpiece, okay. All right, so to do that, we need to compensate some, you know, with the length of our tool depth, right, to the left, right? So if it is to the left, you need to use G41, okay. So this one, if you use this path, okay, if you want to go this path, if you want to go this path, right, so instead of A to B, you go to from A to E here, right? So if you want to go A to E, you need to choose composition to the right, like this, right? So you want your tool to be like this, okay? So instead of G0, G41, G42, okay, G42, and then you need to specify the diameter of the cutting tool, right? So maybe 10, 5, up to the questions, okay? All right, hopefully it does make some sense, okay? Okay, so it always depend on our past choice, exactly, right? Exactly. All right, okay, so I think that's all for our class today, inshallah. So thank you for those who joined our class, okay? So hopefully you learned something today, inshallah, and then let's pray that the knowledge will be beneficial for you, not only for this semester, but for your future as well. All right. So inshallah, so we end this class with tasbih kafarah and assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika asyhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.